Thank you very much for tuning in, and in this section we are going to solve LP problems. We've done formulating the problems and now we have to solve them using a solver in Excel. Okay, so to enable the solver in Excel, you go to Data tab and then you click Solver. That is if you already have it. If it's not available, you want to go through this approach to have it on. Okay, and so what are the steps involved? First, we'll set up the parameters, that is the objective and constraints we had, and then we'll use the simplex LP to solve it, and then we just click on solve. So I'm assuming I'm assuming that you have your solver filled now, so let's see what we can do. Now look at my writing sheet here. A minute, let me close this. I think I want to reduce so many things. Let me take this one also off. So if you look at the writing sheet here, I'm taking example 3 in this video where we want to solve the acres of land to use for each of the corn or soya bean. So these are the things I have. I'm going to extract the coefficients for each of these functions in a table form. So 60, 90 for my objective function, 100, 40, 119, 200 for my storage, 50, 100, 20,000 for my cost, and then here's assume I have 1 here, assume I have 1 here, and then 320 for my land constraint, and that is all. So look at the table I have here. I have an objective function. I'm using X as corn, Y as soya bean. The profit contribution for each of them, that is up here. So 60 here, 90 here, I'm done. The decisions to be determined, that is my X and Y. At the initial stage, it is not known. So I'm assuming at the initial stage, it is 0. So 0 acres of land for X and 0 acres of land for Y. So that is what I have here and here. Now when you come to a constraint table, I have land, cost, storage, and then the non-negativity. So let's see the coefficient. Land was 1, 1. Cost was 50, 100. Storage for corn is 100. Storage for bean is 40. And that is not all. I have a column for the criteria. They are less or equal to. So you type these things in Excel. And then the availability. What is available? It was 320 for land, 2,000 for cost, 19,200 for storage. Okay. What we have to look out for is the ones I've highlighted in red with the background red. That is what we want to know. So we want to look at the usage of land, cost, and storage, and then what's the profit margin, and at what acres of land do we get the profit. So here we have it as equal to, I want to set the function. It would have been 60 times x, which is 0, plus 90 times this, which is 0. I don't want to do this, okay, because over here so I'm going to do the same thing. A function will be equal to 1 times x, which was 0, plus another 1 times this x, and that should give me 0. But I don't want to do it. It means if I have more than, if I have so many constraints, I'll do it one after the other, which is so much work to do. So we have a function, inbuilt function, which is a sum product. It does the same thing. So the first array is my first 2, comma, my second array is the last 2, and I enter. I think I can extend this one now. So there's a function. Look at it carefully, and I enter. So I can do the same thing here, equal to sum product. The first array is the 1, 1, comma, that of the decision variables here. I can't, oh, what did I do wrong? Okay, I see what is wrong. Let me take the cells again. So is equal to the first array, which is 1, 1, okay, comma, and then the decision variables. Before I drag, I need to set the decision variables to some absolute terms because they are not going to change. Then I can now drag them to fill up the other spaces, and that is it. Okay, so now I can select my solver. Your solver should be in your data form, but my solver, based on the LibreOffice, it is on my tools. So this is where my solver is. It says where is the target cell? The target cell is objective function, which is here. It's supposed to be a function. Please do not type just 0. You must use the sum product function. If you type in just 0 and you compute your solver, it's not going to work. So you can try that out. It says what are we optimizing? Are we minimizing or maximizing something? We are indeed maximizing, so you choose that for me. What variables are you changing? We want to change the decision variables, so that's what we select. And then now the constraint, you select all the constraint given at a go. That's the optimal way to do it, instead of 1 and then the criteria is less than. What is the value? I select all the availability here. And then the last constraint is the non-negativity of these decision variables, but they should be greater than or equal to the cell 0. Okay, and so that is it. If I check my options here, I would want to check all the options available for me. You want to read the options before you check them. We are assuming we have integers, we are assuming non-negativity, and we are using the simplex. Yours would have a different option, so you want to read through before you check them. And then now we can solve. Okay, and solve. It says done. It says it was successfully done with the result. Do you want to keep the result? Yes, keep the result for me. So see what happened. We now have our profit function of 2,100 cedis. And what resulted to this? It says that if you are able to produce 140 acres for the corn and then get 130 acres for the soya bean, you get a profit margin of this. Okay, and it says how many land, what's the yard or acres of land I can use. It says you're going to use all the 270 acres of land, but if I have cost, I'm going to use the entire 20,000. If I have storage of this, I'm going to use entirely because it's equal to this. Okay, this and this are equal. This is also equal to the usage. So in that case, we say it is binding. Binding means that they are exhaustive. But look at the land. It says when you take 140 and 130, it's going to end up being 270 acres of land used, and you realize that there's a surplus because you had 330 acres of land, and we say that is slack. That is slack because there's surplus of land. You can use it to grow extra corn or soya bean or pepper or any other thing. And so this is how optimization works. We found the optimal acres of land to use for corn and then soya bean, and that will maximize our profit, and it's being satisfying the constraints here. And that is it. So realize that this and that are indeed greater than 0. They are positive integers, and that is it. So I'll end here for example 3, and then let's see if we can have example 2 and 1 done. Thank you.